Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go.
Woot woot! What is up? Yo, 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 yo! Oh, here we go. Buy the bag, defend the wallet. And so it begins. What is happening, everybody? Welcome on in. Hello to everybody in YouTube and Facebook land. The defender is in the house. The defender of the wallet. Nice to see everybody in here. What is good? We're doing another tin can stream, man. We are getting through that beer box. So we run a day or two behind. So tonight we are going to be hitting up days number 9 and 10. Which I think you guys are going to like. So it has been an extremely long day. Hello Love Pugs, hello Triton, hello Pierce. Nice to see you all in here. We had to help the big man out today, so he made his appearance in town on the fire truck. And that's about all I'll say about that. Although if you go over to my Discord, you can catch a glimpse of maybe how I participated. So Zippy and I had drinks. Oh, you rode Galaxy Guardians and you rode Figment today. That's awesome, Pierce. What did you think? I'd be curious to hear what you think of Guardians. We were talking a little Disney the other night, actually, over on. So this is live on YouTube and Facebook, and over on the Facebook side, a friend of mine, she does travel, Disney travel, so free service she provides, and we were all kind of chatting back and forth. Well, hello, Santa Claus. Love it. Nice to see you again today, sir. It was a pleasure seeing you. Best ride on the property. Yeah, I'll get on it at some point. We did not have the ability to get on that ride. It just, the last time we were there in August, it did not work out for us. But I am hopeful that in April it will. So that's what we're hoping for. April, we're going to try Guardians. I don't think the producer or the influencer will go on it. It'll probably just be me, and that's fine. I just want to go to experience it. But I've heard some pretty incredible things about it. So my light here does different colors. I wonder how I look. I mean, besides just plump. Ooh, a little blue. You guys like me in blue? A little white light. A little natural. El natural. Not look so white and pasty. You're looking for Frosty. It's almost Christmas time. You haven't seen him. Well, we are getting some snow down here. Although, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending upon how you look at it, I don't think it's going to be enough to have Frosty appear. But we are supposed to get coating to an inch. Please no blue PTSD. All right, Pierce, you got it. No blue PTSD. Here we go. All right. So let's get started. So tonight's beer actually comes locally from a place in Framingham, Massachusetts, which is give or take about 45 minutes to an hour from where I live, north. It's a brewer called Exhibit A. So this is a brew called Weights and Measures. It is a barley wine ale. So if you know anything about craft beers, you are going to know when you hear the words barley wine ale, you know this is going to be strong. This is awesome. This says that it was inspected by L. Lord. It's vintage 2022. And then it says do not detach or deface in the label. They're being funny. Weights and measures. Okay. I like it. It is 1 pint and it is 10.5% by volume. So this thing's going to have a little bit of kick. So let's see here. Here you go. There's little weights and measures from Exhibit A. Exhibit A is actually really, really good beer. But I can only imagine this is going to be a little bit darker. It'll be a very dark ale, and it is going to be strong. Yeah, a barley wine ale. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Look at that. Look at that color. That is, ooh, oof. I like it. Getting a little fizz out. All right, let's, oh, yeah, absolutely. There will be no wallet defacing bags. You give me a couple of these barley wines, there may be wallet defacing bags. So I expect this to have a lot of kick. It'll probably be really bitey. You know how like when you have some straight alcohol, sometimes they have that little bit of bite to it. This will definitely have a bunch of bite to it, especially for a beer. So it smells very malty, as it should. Not very much hops, as it should. Okay, well, cheers to you all here. Here's to another great stream. Happy holidays. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend. Maybe you're sitting around watching some football, and the NFL's been the Wild West yet again today. Teams are winning. You're like, what? Washington Commanders are in the wild card? Are you kidding me right now? Let me say that again. The Washington Commanders are a wild card playoff team right now. I don't get it. So here we go. Huh. Well, that's hey Alexander. That is a real surprise. I am very surprised right now. In a very good way. I am surprised because it doesn't the beer doesn't have as much bite to it as what I expected. As a matter of fact, it has almost no bite. It has a full body, but it's light at the same time. So it's kind of smooth, right? It's a smooth finish, but it's really on the lighter side for an ale, even though it looks dark. It is very malty, very sweet. It has a really good taste to it. This could be a very dangerous drink because it's 10.5%, man. This is like slugging down 2 Bud Light Platinums at once. So, wow. All right. This is really good. I like it. Alexander, that's great. Wow, that is really good beer. Man, if you guys are ever out in Massachusetts, go up to Exhibit A and get their weights and measures. Holy cow. I like how the label calls it a vintage 2022. Vintage from this year. As a matter of fact, I thought, it doesn't say what month. Usually it has somewhere where it was what month it was brewed. Oh, this was brewed and it was canned in October. So this is a vintage beer from like a month and a half ago. That's funny. I love it. Request. Play so close from Enchanted YouTube. Okay. The Lions are in the playoff hunt. Yeah, Pierce, I don't get that either, man. The Lions are in the playoff hunt. I don't understand how any of this works. I don't get the NFL this year. I have tried. So, like when I do my picks every week over on Pete McDevitt's channel, he has a pick'em stream. I've been on there, quite a few times in the last, I don't know, since football has begun. I've been on a lot, and I love doing it. Man, and I have tried picking teams. You're supposed to be picking against the spread. And I would say I'm really not picking with the spread, like for or against the spread all the time. So I'm at like 50%. I've picked 170 some odd games. So like if you're going to go to Vegas, I guess your odds are pretty good with me because I'm at like 50. Anybody at 50% or better in Vegas, you're probably doing okay. So, look at that. Hey, let's take out the trash here, fellas. So, the bots have invaded. They want you to have a wonderful Christmas, it looks like. So, man, I've tried picking with the spread. I've tried picking against the spread. I've tried just picking the teams that I thought were going to win, and I'm 50%. At best, I'm 50%. So, let me enjoy this for once. It never happens. Go ahead, Pierce. Do it, Pierce. Do it. You know what to do. Press the button. And I just, man, you cannot do it. You just trying to pick winners is really, I mean, you probably got a better chance at winning the lottery. It's so all over the place. Who would have thought that the 49ers would have like laid waste, not just one, but laid waste to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers today? Seriously, who would have thought that the Lions would have kept pace with the Vikings? Holy cow. Mr. Bob Newell, what is up, sir? Nice to see you here. It is just been such a fickle place in the NFL, Mr. Bob Newell, it has been a little bit. I do like seeing you in here, sir. Thanks for dropping in, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, and granted there are injuries which don't help the NFL, but I don't get it. I don't understand like what is going on. Yes, the Lions did beat the Vikings. To have them just keep pace with them is incredible. But who's Tom dating? I don't know. On to the next supermodel. I have not heard any rumors yet about who Tom Brady may or may not be seeing or hooking up with. So, host by the bag. 8-year-olds do not have $268 handbags. It just doesn't happen. That may be the line from this whole YouTube channel that lives in infamy. Is that 8-year-olds do not have $268 handbags. Now move on. That was a great stream. That really was. And that beer was just so good. So good. You are 8. That's right, Pierce. You are 8. You're 8. And the next beer we got coming up is a local one too. It's a Sam Adams. It's a chocolate box. So we'll get to that in a little bit. But man, this first beer is really, really incredible. I love it. The line was, "You're 8. 8-year-olds do not have $268 handbags." Bob Newell. Yes, sir. So we have this, just to catch you up. This is Exhibit A Brewing, Framingham, Mass. Called Weights and Measures. It is a barley wine ale. It is 10.5% by volume, so it's about it's about 2 Bud Light Platinums in one can. If that gives you an idea of what kind of stuff we're dealing with here. It is beer o'clock already. Listen, it is 8 o'clock on a Sunday night, and Daddy Urban does not have to work tomorrow. So I figured, man, what a better time. We're gonna do like a late night tin can Sunday. We'll get a couple more beers from the Advent box. So I think this is days 9 and 10 here. So tomorrow will be interesting because tomorrow I'm gonna do the toy stream. Probably the just about the 6 or 6:30 hour. That will probably run us right up until the Patriots game, which I will stream. The Patriots game, I'm going to try to make it start on time, may or may not. And then, of course, later on Friday, we have a double stream of graduation ceremony, and then the really big stream you guys probably don't want to miss out on is Friday night, which is Brother Sebastian's out in Omaha, where we'll be out there, and we're going to be eating some really good filet mignon and having some craft beer. Yeah, 10.5% is buzzworthy. I like it. Yep, that's going to be my new tagline when we get strong beers. It's buzzworthy. Mr. Bob Newell, ladies and gentlemen, tagline of the night on all the strong beers. They are buzzworthy. Yeah, this is a buzzworthy beer. I would say, and it's easy to drink. So sometimes beers, when you start talking 10, 11, 12, 13% beers, they can be a little bitey, because the alcohol's so strong. This, you can't taste it. There is no bite to it. There's no hops taste in it. It's all just like this malty, sweet flavor. It kind of has the feel of a very lightish sort of brew. It's kind of silky smooth. So, and all the sweetness is up in like the front of your mouth, which is great. 10.5%. Buzzworthy beer. Cheers. Hello, Dallas. Dallas. That is very Labatt Blue Girl. That is very fitting for this stream. Thank you. I appreciate you doing that. That's awesome. Mr. Bob Newell says he is flattered and honored. Oh, excellent. All right, great. I appreciate the tagline. That's awesome. This is buzzworthy. It might be a YouTube. Oh, Dallas is trying to upload the bottle cap. I love it. Love it, love it. Hello, everybody out into Facebook land, because we are broadcasting in both now. People that want to make the nice list, buy the bag. Well, Santa, that's what we have you for. Santa brings all the really nice gifts in this house. All the really expensive gifts come from Santa. So we'll be expecting a lot this year, just saying. Santa has now set himself up. Won't let you change it to a... Dallas, don't get upset. It's all right. Like, I get it. I knew what you were going for there. I appreciate that. And for those of you just... excuse me. For those of you just joining us, Santa Claus is in the chat. So, over here on YouTube, Santa Claus is in the chat. So if you have, children and you want to come over here and drop them a message in the chat, maybe put down what you want on your wish list, that would be good. Ask Santa if you're on the naughty and nice list. He could probably tell you at this point. If you're on the naughty list, maybe you can change things around by then. You heard that Snoop Dogg invented the beer can? Oh, man. I am sure Snoop Dogg invented something that would involve natural elements. Right? This is natural elements, so I don't really know so much if it pertains to beer, But I'm sure he invented something related to a natural element that is probably selling really well because it's Snoop Dogg. Santa, can you bring me a Moon Man tumbler? Oh boy. Is that a, Pierce, is that a Disney thing? Or is that something that needs to come from Cape Canaveral? Ah. Cheers, everybody. That is so delicious. It is hard not to like take that beer and just slug it down instantly. It's so good. Oh, Pierce, it looks like no, but you can get a life-size moon clock. Well, that's interesting. Is it the size of the moon? Bob Newell. Bob, you are killing it tonight. I love it. You'll need an attorney to explain my naughty list. So I think I will use that at work on Tuesday. Oh. I got you now. Yep. The Moon Man tumbler. I love it. Yep. And let's, all right, so now we're going to go off on Disney. I know that Moon Man thing at the end is iconic, but man, that dude is creepy AF. Like, seriously. That brother is creepy at the end of that ride, man. Creepy. Like, we all like it, and you can't help but stare because it's like a train wreck of an effect, but man, that thing is so creepy at the end. Just a big old like moon head with a superimposed face. It's awful. It's so awful we love it. And we love it because it's attached to an iconic ride. Yeah, I only heard iconic. Bob, it's the at the very end of the Figment ride. It's the big moon with the face that they have on it. It's like talking and rocking back and forth as you're leaving. It's like, it's so creepy, but it's literally iconic. Everybody understands. We should come up with like a name for that guy. Like, I know he's got a real name, but we should come up with a name for him. We should name him. Like, do we name him Moon Man? Is that his name, or the Woo got it? Oh, so that tumbler is like a real thing? Is that what you guys are telling me? Did I miss out on something here in life? Is the Moon Man tumbler like a legit product you can buy? Because if that's the case, I may be on Shop Disney as soon as the stream's over trying to get one to my house. Dallas Labatt Blue Girl just subscribed. Thank you, Dallas. Actually, Dallas, that makes you subscriber number 1,270. So thank you for getting me to that number, because I was stuck on 1269 for a while. So welcome on in. Thank you, Dallas. That's awesome. I love it. Hey, Joe. Joe is over here on Facebook checking in. What's happening, Joe? Nice to see you, my friend. Hope everything's going well down in your neck of the woods. All ready for Christmas? Hey, Dallas, don't apologize. You're all right, man. I love it. We're trying to get to 1,300, so if you are just catching us here and you don't mind hitting the subscribe button over on YouTube, I would really appreciate it. It would help me out. And while you're over there, make sure you hit the like button. Share the stream out. It helps the channel overall. Actually, you can do that for a lot of people, right? So when you go into a stream, there are two things that you can really do. Is you can hit the subscribe button, which always helps. But really, more importantly, is to hit that thumbs up. Especially if they're doing something that's just not terrible. Like, as long as it's not terrible, go over there, hit that thumbs up. It just helps the channel out, so. Santa Claus, I don't know if Dallas is one of your elves, but for those of you over on Facebook, we have Santa Claus over here in the chat on YouTube. So if you were to, if you're watching on Facebook, that's awesome. I'm glad you found me. If you want to come and hang with Santa for a little bit, you can come on over to the YouTube chat where Santa Claus is in the house. Now that I'm famous, how's my life changed? Well, it hasn't changed much. I'm living the dream, nightmare to nightmare. So still, still every day, this is a hobby. So we have not gotten to that level yet. Although, if I ever became a legitimate influencer, I would hope that I would do really good things. I don't know. See, and I still, even to this day, right? So with YouTube's a funny thing. So I could make money just by not doing anything different than what I'm doing now, except signing up for the monetization side of it, and just asking everybody to say, hey, look, when you come into my channel, can you just watch the commercials all the way through, because that's how I get paid. And that's probably how I would do it, but honestly, I don't know. This is like a fun thing. I hope people have fun when they come here. So we're going to keep it free and fun, at least for now. Damn bots. Yeah, the bots come in every now and then. So Brian's Moon Mansion. You got the pick change. There you go, Dallas. Santa Claus, you have bad news for me. Am I in the naughty list? Santa says I think we may have bad news for me over here. Hey Joe, we did the Santa run today, man. Thought of you when I got back. Just old stomping grounds in the neighborhood, and when we got there, and Alex was there and stuff. So when we got back, I was like, oh yeah, Joe. We were like, yep. If I don't sing Frosty the Snowman, I'll be on the naughty list. Maybe we can remedy that. I give you the first verse? Is that what you want? La 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 la. So I have watched. Was Santa sober on the truck? Yes, Santa was definitely sober on the truck, and it was cold, man. Let me tell you what. Santa said he was out there, and the feels was 26 degrees or something, and then the truck's moving and creating a breeze on top of that, so it was cold. But so Christmas Vacation is probably my favorite Christmas movie, and I have watched it in the past week. I've probably watched it 5 or 6 times. I watch it whenever it's on TV. I'll watch it, with the exception of today, because while I'm home, it's Sunday, football, so I watch football. But any other free moment I get from basically Thanksgiving until Christmas, because they run it all the time, every time. I think it's on AMC a lot. I've been finding it. I will watch that movie seriously just on repeat. Yeah, Pierce, something like that. And that movie just has so many iconic lines. If I ever had the time and the money, though, I'd always told Stephanie, I've always told producer, right, that I would love to go out and buy enough lights to seriously string my whole house just like it is in the movie. Whatever 10,000 Italian blah 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 lights, and the electric bill would probably be ginormous, but it would be pretty epic. It would be hey Christine, welcome in. Hello. If you are here in a chat, whether you're on Facebook or you are on YouTube, just say hello so I know you're here. Because I see that people are watching and not many people are chatting, but I would like to say hi to everybody. So just say hello. It will be on, actually starting now, you can usually catch that movie back to back on certain nights, at least once a day. So Grace, she passed away 30 years ago, that's right. You couldn't hear a dump truck in a nitroglycerin plant. Eddie, I would not be more surprised if I woke up tomorrow morning with my face stitched to the rug. Oh man, such a good movie. There are really I found that there are like just movies that you always got to watch, right? Like Elf, The Grinch, like Jim Carrey's The Grinch. Obviously, Christmas Vacation is huge. Toy Story is another one. Although I did see an old movie today on when I just sat down when I got home from the fire station today. Miracle on 34th Street was on, and that's a movie I haven't seen in a very long time. Old black and white movie, so no, it's sewn into the carpet. That's right. My face was sewn into the carpet. I would not be any more surprised. Yep. Because it's Christmas and we're all in misery. That's right. Bob, I do not have to work tomorrow. I am off. Yes, thank you, Triton. The version I started in was better. I like that. There you go, Dallas. Thank you. So, yeah. So that is definitely my favorite movie. When they're bringing the chair out after the cat gets fried. Says, you mind if I take this? I'm going to try to fumigate it. And then he asks him, he says, if you don't mind me asking, what did it set you back? And the chair is just like, the whole bottom is like burnt out. It's like smoldering. Worse? How could it get any worse? Look around. We're at the threshold of hell. It is, right, Dallas? Is it not one of your favorite movies? I want you guys to tell me, what is your favorite family movie? So type it in your chat, whether you're on Facebook or whether you're on YouTube. Type into the chat what your favorite family movie is, because I'm kind of curious. The Bruce, yes. What is it? It's not Christmas until Hans is being thrown off the Takamine Plaza Tower or whatever it is. I've seen that meme before. Yep, it is. And to me, I will say this: Die Hard is a Christmas movie. It is set at Christmas time. They're at a Christmas party. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Oh, the John Wick movies. Yeah, those are really good. Fix the new post. I always tell Stephanie, if ours at the top of the stairs ever goes loose, I am 100% pulling a Clark Griswold. It's funny because I will joke a lot saying that, like, I am seriously the embodiment of Clark Griswold, like 100% of the time. I feel like that movie was ahead of its time because it was the future telling of my life to a certain degree. So, Clark Griswold. And I'm not talking just the Christmas Vacation movie. Like, all of them. If I went to Vegas, same thing would happen. If I was going to go to an amusement park, Wally World, Disney World, same thing would happen. Hey, get the lap off of Santa's kid. Chug, chug, chug. I like it. Why is the carpet all wet, Tard? I don't know, Margot. Yes. Papa Giorgio. Yep. And that character would seriously be Stella. She would be the one that would just like walk around owning the whole casino underage, illegally gambling for tons of money and have cars by the time we leave, and she would be like 17 years old. This is 100% how this would go. Absolutely. Sure, Triton, go ahead. So Triton over here in YouTube land is going to drop a link to part of that movie that I starred in. So if you want to all go over and watch that, it's only like, I don't know what, like a minute long, give or take. So Nick won 3 cars. Yeah, what? It was what? It was a Mustang, a Ferrari, a pickup truck. What was the 4th one? I can't remember what they were. Were those the 3? I thought those were the 3. That's right, Pierce. If she won, she could buy the bag herself. Absolutely. And if you guys want something hilarious, Triton did some fantastic editing. And actually, my father, when he was alive, you know, he liked Christmas. He always did all the decorating. When he was younger, he had an alter ego at Christmas time, just such as myself. And if you ever want to see what my dad would have looked like in the living, if he was alive right now, around that age, go watch that clip, because I had to tell my own mother that it wasn't my father. When my brother watched it, my brother went, "Oh, I didn't know Dad recorded this, like had this done." And my father passed away about 14 years ago. So, yeah. Yep. It is like spitting image stuff, man. How it's sore tonight. Yeah. Bob asks, "Do you ever pass? Do you ever pass gas at work?" No, I try not to. Although I work in an office almost exclusively by myself, so if I did, there probably wouldn't be anybody there anyway. So why put myself through that? Oh, I do go soak in the tub. I do not feel bad for Pierce. Listen, he was at Disney World, man. And no, ain't nobody feel bad for me when I go to Disney World. I'm not feeling bad for anybody. I do not feel... He was down there. It was like 75 degrees sunny. I was up here freezing my backside off. Good job, Pierce. You rode Splash 7 times. That's awesome. Splash Mountain, right? Closing down come January. They're going to do like a year-long refurbishment. Switch it over to that whole Tiana and like Bayou, New Orleans theme. So when it opens back up in what is projected to be January of 2024, it'll be all brand new. Oh, close it. Yeah, I won't get back to Splash Mountain I mean, I've ridden it dozens of times, but I will not get to see the old Splash Mountain again because we're going in April. It'll already be closed. Yep. I felt bad for your wallet. Man, I will tell you what. Those bots, man. Like, they come in there, like, whatever it is, 69.com. Stop watching the stream. Go find love tonight. Dallas, I love your emojis, dude. Those are awesome. Yes, defend the wallet. So here's the deal, right? 8-year-olds do not have $268 handbags. Move on. Defend the wallet. That is when Defend the Wallet started. And defending the wallet just means I get to drink more when I'm at Disney World. Yeah, the bots are bad tonight. They weren't this bad the other night. I'm not really sure what's going on. Hello, everybody out there in Facebook land. Nice to see you all in here. These bots are on the naughty list. Thanks, Santa. I just pick whatever I can get to quickest. Yep. I think they're kind of neat. I don't have those emojis, so I don't know where you find them, but they're cool. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You got it, Pierce. You got it. I know, man. I know. I see it. There are some in here that would make me go broke buying handbags at Disney World at $268+ a pop. And that one wasn't even worthy of $268, man. It was like a fifth of the size of what you would normally get for that price. Oh, I don't know if this is a twist top. Let me see if this is a twist top. I doubt it. Oh, no. I need a bottle opener. Wonder if I can do it old school. Uh-oh. Let's see. I haven't done this in so long. Nope. Need the bottle opener. I was trying to do it on the corner of the table, but I don't want to damage the table. Nope. All right. I will tell you what. That barley wine. Ooh, man. That barley wine beer is awesome. Is wicked awesome. What about the kids with the phone and AirPod? Oh, Dallas, man. That's the other thing. I'm like, nope. She gets a little bit older. She's a teenager. She wants some of the nicer stuff, you know. A really nice iPad, earbuds, laptop, whatever. That's different, but man, when you are 8 years old, you belong like doing something creative. Artwork, outside, playing, doing something. Something that's not electronics all the time. Unlink the band. Unlink the band. Wow, change the pin. Change the pin. That's the other one I like. Defend the wallet and change the pin. Yep, those are it. All right, so. Go outside and read a book. I like it. So that was a really good beer. Good palate cleanse. So now for the second beer we're going to have tonight. Right here. It's a Sam Adams. It's a chocolate bock. It says rich, decadent. It is a limited release, so I'm kind of excited for that. It's only 5.8%, so it's not terribly strong. But it does say it's an award-winning bock. So it's big, malty, added sweetness of chocolate, extended aging on beds of cocoa. So I have a funny feeling it's going to be really chocolatey. Yep, I can smell the chocolate already. That's not true. You're not in the movie National Lampoon's. Yeah, I should be. Wow, this is really dark. Look at how dark this is. Oh, this thing's like motor oil. Holy cow. All right. Now, typically, I like bocks. Bocks are really good beers. They're usually very German. I'm not going to lie, I'm hesitant about how it's going to pair with chocolate. So, Let's see here. What I miss? Go outside, read a book. Adult time. Sincerely, the adult time co-host. Oh man. I can't. Triton, you cannot stop anytime. Yes, Alexander, I seen what you wrote. I'm in there. I am Clark Griswold. I know I am. All right, so a chocolate bock. Chocolate beers are weird because sometimes they're really, really good, and sometimes not so much. So, oh wait, let's see. We're gonna take the sweatshirt off. Here we go. Whew, man. That's what I could have used earlier today. A little barley wine ale, I guess, will warm me up, get me through the cold. Whew. Poutine. Listen, I am all about trying different beers, so I would love to try like whatever you guys got for craft breweries that are Canadian, and poutine. Please sign me up for that. I love trying poutine. And so far, my favorite poutine comes from the Freiburg Fair in Maine. They have this little booth over there, and they do poutine, and it is just, their gravy is, I have not found another gravy like that. It's so good. And it's their mix. Their curds are not very large, so they melt down really quick. And man, it is so good. But I am all about beers and poutine. Sign me up. He was yes, Pierce. I was the drinking stunt double in that whole movie. Anthony the Molar Man. What is happening, my friend? My northerly neighbor. What is good? We are starting on our second beer here. Yes, Anthony the Molar Man, my neighbor to the north. He's probably about 40 miles from me. He's almost a stone throw away. Ah, you got spit on. All right, so let's try this. Here we go. Chocolate Bock by one and only Sam Adams from Massachusetts. 5.8%. It's really dark. It smells very, very much like chocolate. This is limited edition, so I'm kind of happy I got this because it's always nice to try a limited and unique beer. So. Oh my gosh, good. Triton, yes you are. Yes you are. You are my neighbor to the north. And Dallas is way to the north. And I think Sam may be more north than anybody here. More north. You hear that? There it is. Little Bostonese for you. North. This beer literally tastes like a chocolate bar. This could be another dangerous drink. So now, of course, next weekend, my goal is going to be to go and find more of this, since it is a limited release. I will buy a case of it and just stock it in my fridge for when the time is right. Most southerly neighbor. I'm trying to think who would be the most southern. So, I know I've got people that watch from Sebring, Florida. So, if you're further south than that, maybe. Oh, you're 3 hours northwest of Sam. All right, so Dallas wins furthest neighbor away, I think. Yeah, Pierce, you probably were my closest neighbor 23 years ago. I would believe that. And I think so. Tomorrow, you guys can see the fundraiser for the toy drive is still going. Tomorrow, we are buying the toys tomorrow. We're going to buy them and deliver them for sure. I'm going to set up the delivery time during the day, but we're probably going to get together at about 6:30. It'll be a real quick stream, probably just about an hour long. That's going to be our goal. And we'll get in, we'll get out, and then we'll move on from that stream. We are going to move on right on to Monday Night Football, which will be the Patriots and the Cardinals. So, and I'll be doing that game as well. So make sure you don't miss out on that. Actually, Pierce, you used to probably be one of my closest neighbors, and we used to hang out at the same place all the time, except there was a lot less of this type of activity going on. Oh, that's great, Dallas. Yeah, so my fire department helps out we work with our local police department, and we help them do a toy drive every year, and they did that yesterday as well. So it all comes together at the last minute. That is a really good beer. That literally tastes like a chocolate bar. Wow. So that extra, that little bit of extra, that extended aging on the bed of like coca beans or whatever, what do they call it? Coca nibs? It says it imparts a smooth, complex flavor and velvet finish. So it is kind of velvety, like the finish, but the chocolate that is like pronounced in the taste of that beer is incredible. Go to your local store, see if you like chocolate. See if you can find Sam Adams Chocolate Bock, B-O-C-K. You will not be disappointed at all, not even a little. How would I know when those things were going on when you were 5? Yeah, you would not know they were going on when you were 5. They may have been going on when you were 5 and over there. Good evening, Christina G. You'll have a rum and coke. Dallas, is that your go-to? Rum and coke? Drop it in the chat if you are on Facebook or if you are over in YouTube land. Either way, drop over. Tell me what your favorite drink is. It could be a beer. It could just be straight liquor. It could be a mixed drink. It could be a wine. It could be a mead. Whatever it is, tell me what your drink choice is. So we know Dallas likes rum and coke. Did Artie force us to go and drink? Artie was a mean SOB, man. That thing was mean. That was a legit llama. And that thing was mean. Mean. I'm assuming Santa Claus's drink is going to be hot chocolate. Oh, hi, Alexander's singing. I like it. How do I pick one? Listen, I love many, but I can pick one, and that is the beer I brew. I love the beer that I brew. That's my go-to. It's my favorite. Milk, chocolate, milk. All right. That's cool. I do have some Finnish vodka. So I got some vodka from Finland I would like to try out on one of these streams. I think we're going to try. Ooh, sangria. All right. Hot chocolate with peppermint candy cane. I like it. Peppermint candy cane schnapps, though. Is that a thing? Rum and Coke. Strawberry daiquiris. Okay. Bahama Mamas. Yes. Bahama Mamas are really good. Dogfish Head 120 IPA. All right. Ooh, Bullet Bourbon, huh? I've been told, and I have not, at least not to my knowledge, I have not tried Kettle One yet. That is on my list of things to try. Chocolate milk, Coke, water, and juice. Cool. That's awesome. Good. Look at this. You guys are, I like it. You guys are right on board tonight. Love it. I've not tried a chocolate martini. I've seen it on menus at some of the establishments around my area. I have seen it on menus. I've not tried it yet. So the martinis I've had, I've gone all James Bond, and I'd be like, I'd like a martini, shaken, not stirred, please. You know, that sort of thing. But Stephanie likes a good martini. So the producer likes a good martini. So she's usually on board with trying those. Pierce with a glass of bourbon in kindergarten. At this point, Pierce, I would believe that that could be a real thing that may happen. Christina, it got pushed off till tomorrow. So our contact and I, we were talking with the person that we have to meet up with, and we decided that tomorrow would be the day. So I'm going to hit her up during the day, and yeah, and we're going to have a go of it. So Tom makes dope espresso martinis. Really? I did not stick around for that part. I had to go. Oh, that's great, Triton. You liked it, huh? A good Christmas punch. All right, what's in this? Cranberry juice, pink lemonade. Ooh, I'm assuming ginger ale. Leave it plain for the kids, or put a shot of something in it for the adults. That actually sounds like a really good mix. You know what we like to do now is, so there is this maple flavored whiskey I get, and we like to make eggnog at Christmas time. And we used to make 2 bowls, like a non-spiked and a spiked. Now I think we're just going to do one and leave it next to it. But the spiked eggnog is with the, so you make eggnog and then put a shot of this maple whiskey in it. Oh man, it is really, really good. It tastes kind of like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Girl check 3-way chat. What is? I saw butt in. I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that is. It is seriously like a chocolate bar. Oh, gluten-free. I've been wanting to try gluten-free. It is tough to find stuff that I like the taste of, though. I'm not going to lie. Being like gluten-free. I don't know how people that have to eat like that because of the allergy, because of like celiac disease or whatever, how they eat gluten-free. Because outside of the texture, where it's always kind of, it feels like a cardboard thing, just the flavor of a lot of gluten-free stuff. Although, I will say, gluten-free products have come a long way in like the last 5 years. So, when I hear the producer is up moving around, so I'm assuming she's going to come back downstairs. And if you are looking to participate in our toy drive, which you see in the chat, you see the letter is up on the screen. You can hit the QR code. You can hit the link in the chat. Either way would be okay. Right now, we got $300 we're going to go out and spend tomorrow. So it'll be a good day. It'll be a great day because every little bit helps. So it'll be a bunch of fun. I found a gluten-free bread. And that is one of the things I struggle with when it comes to gluten-free foods is bread, man. So I like bread. I try not to eat a lot of it. I don't typically eat a lot of it, but man, when I eat it, boy, I've tried a lot of gluten-free bread, and man, I just struggle with the texture. Not even the taste. Literally the texture of it. So, speaking of the producer, hey, you gotta try this. It's this chocolate bar from Sam Adams. It literally tastes like a chocolate bar. It doesn't have too much of a little nose. You can kind of smell, but it literally tastes like a chocolate bar. Right? Does it not? Right? She's shaking her head. She's like, yeah, it does. It literally tastes like a chocolate bar. I was like beside myself.
It's a good flavor.
Poutine, don't forget the pancakes and maple syrup for breakfast. Oh, poutine and beer, like legit in Canada. So long ago, we used to go to Madawaska, Maine, which is right on the Canadian border. And man, the food, you go over that bridge, and this is long ago. I mean, I was a young teenager. You know, all you needed was your driver's license to go over the border. Man, and that was the first time I had ever had Tim Hortons and poutine and all this other stuff. And boy, so much good poutine over that border. I'll tell you what. And Tim Hortons is not the same Tim Hortons I know. So the Tim Hortons I had back when I was a wee young lad of like 13, 14, I had a cup of coffee from there that gave me such a buzz. I was up for like 3 days straight. And the donuts from this Canadian Tim Hortons just over the bridge in Madawaska, dude, was like, they were to die for. I remember the taste and the feel of the donut, man. It was like eating a big, huge sandwich of silk. That's how it felt. It felt like silky. It was good, like nice, smooth sugar flavor. I had a glazed donut. Oh, man, it was so good. Probably one of the best donuts I've ever had. Oh, man, Dallas, you guys know how to cook like that winter comfort food, man. Canada's got the whole enchilada. Me too, Bob. I love a great donut. I don't know if we really get good donuts anymore. It's like they're not like, you know, back in the day, like Dunkin' Donuts around here in Massachusetts, like when I was a kid growing up, every Dunkin' Donuts used to make their own donuts in the back. They baked them fresh every day, all day. And now they come frozen out of some centralized, big, huge commercial plant. You know, I don't know. It's just not the same.
The time to make the donuts.
Time to make the donuts, right? Remember him? Stephanie's saying, oh, it's the time to make the donuts guy, right? Absolutely. You guys barbecue in Canada? I don't even believe that. Canadian, what do you barbecue? Do you barbecue goose or something strange like moose? Or do you guys do like I don't know. So no, I'm just like, it's a legit question. What do y'all barbecue, man? Like down here, I feel like, you know, we have a lot of pork and wild boar and stuff, and like there's a lot of cow down here. So, but I found somebody more north than Sam, which I didn't realize.
Tell everybody that your wife bought
So,
the expensive sheets.
yes. Oh, do we have them somewhere to show? So, the producer went out and bought, and these are my favorite bed sheets right now that we own. Period. And you'll see why in a minute. So she found these through like the Pottery Barn website, and here we go. So this is what they are. See these? Look at these. Look at what is on these sheets. Look at what is on these sheets. It is Christmas vacation sheets. So I am super excited that that those will be going on the bed just in time for Christmas. So they barbecue steak, chicken, pork chops. You cook moose, but you have to cook it slower. It gets it gets dry. Really? All right. See, all this good food up in Canada. We need to take like a week off during the summer and like go to Canada. I'd go during the winter, but I hate the cold. As I get older, I hate the cold and the snow. So going to Canada in the winter is probably not high on my priority list. But yes, the Griswolds. Love it. Why? 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 What? Why are they my favorite sheets? Because it's probably, man, it is definitely my favorite Christmas movie of all time. And it is 100% in the top 5, if not the top 3 of my favorite movies of all time. Or why do they barbecue moose? Although I've tried different types of jerky like alligator, kangaroo. I've tried all kinds of jerky. Elk. I've never tried moose, though. Moose is one of the few things I've never tried before. I've had some bear. I've tried squirrel, raccoon, pheasant, duck. I love duck. Duck is probably one of my favorite aviary animals to have. Dallas says, I do a mean meatloaf, mashed potato, and carrot. All right. No, you do a moose roast in the oven. Yeah, see, man, these Canadians know how to cook all the big game up there. They know how to do it. Oh, you used to make jerky, really, Christina? I've always wanted to make jerky. I worked with a guy who used to make his own jerky. He did say it was quite a process. It took a long time. He used to talk about he had to open the oven and crack it and dry it out and keep the heat at a certain temperature for so long. And he said it was quite a process. But when it was done, he said it was always really, really good. Oh, yeah. Cheers, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. We are working on the Advent beer box. So we are on days 9 and 10. We had a barley wine ale just a little while ago, and we are on to the Sam Adams Bach chocolate right now. So, oh, you had a dehydrator. That's cool. Way more north? How much more north is there? If you are 3 hours north and west of Sam, I feel like there's not much more before you get to the Arctic Circle. I feel like you may be on the border of the Arctic Circle. Hello, everybody in Facebook world. That is very true, Santa. Santa says we cannot get more north than him, and that is very, very true. Literally at the North Pole. Oh, wow. Takes 24 hours to drive from my house to Winnipeg. Wow. Canada is deceivingly big. I feel like you get so far north and then, the land starts to break up and there's a lot of waterways and stuff. But, man, Canada is just so mammoth. So mammoth. Although I've always wanted to go way, way north into Canada. Deep into Canada. Just to say I've been that far. I'd love to go inside the Arctic Circle just for sheer bragging rights. Yeah, I've been above 60 degrees. Like, no big deal. Just went hiking there one day. Saw some grizzlies, ran to a moose, had some poutine, caught a beer all together, went back home. Ah, see? Yep, that makes sense now. Takes that long because you're going to go around all that water you can see on the map. Did I find my own kind there? I found my cousin, the Yeti. That's who lives up in that far north in Canada. Is the Yeti, my snowy cousin. Is there and so I don't even know this. Is there a southern version of a Sasquatch? Or is it just like if you are not in like inside the Arctic Circle, or way to the north, or way to the south in Antarctica, it's just anywhere in between a Sasquatch, and those two polar caps are like Yetis? Is that how that works? The Grizzlies, polar bears. Oh, great. Upgrade. Nasty four-letter. Oh, yes. Yeah, we're supposed to get some of that nasty four-letter word around here too, which is not making me very happy. Not at all. I've been trying to stay away from it, but it seems to invade my life every year. 6 months, I get 6 months of nice weather. And the 6 months outside of there are cold, miserable, and that four-letter word, man. And not the nice four-letter words. Yep. Although they're saying around here, maybe coating to an inch come like Wednesday morning, I think. So rain. It is not rain. I would gladly take rain. It snowed here last night. Get over it. Oh man, I can't anymore. I've been looking to move south for like 7-8 years already, and it just ain't in the cards. As much as I melt in the heat like a stick of butter, like a fat man would, I would be all right with living inside an air conditioning for 5 months out of the year. I would. I'd be way okay with that. So turn the AC down. What's it at now? It's at like 70. Great. Crank it down to like 66, please. Oh man, any watering hole is a good watering hole because most watering holes are air conditioned down there, which is fantastic. Although I'm assuming when you get to like this time of year, they probably turn the AC off, I would assume. And just let the ambient temperature take over because it's like, 75, 80 degrees, sunny, no humidity at this point in the year, I'm assuming. Is that what I'm to assume? There were a couple of guys from the fire department today after we got done helping Santa. They were heading for the airport and heading for sunny Florida for a week. I was super duper jealous. Someday I'll get on one of their trips. 200 beers. Woo, man. The bots be loving beer tonight. Yeah, I don't know what's up with them, man. We did that. We did a stream two nights ago now, and there was like one instance of bots, maybe two. And tonight is like, we're up to 5 or 6, man. I don't know what the heck's going on. The bots on YouTube are incredible. What's up, little dog? The little dog over here with me right now. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. So, here we go. We're getting to the end. I hope you guys are. I hope you guys are excited for this week. We have a lot going on here on the channel. We do. The bots love hockey. Yeah, so we have a lot going on the channel. And then, so my goal is once I get beyond next week, or I should say this week, starting like tomorrow. So we get through this week, we get into next week. My hope is, don't forget about Frosty. Nope, not enough barley ale for that live. My hope was to be able to stream some Celtics, maybe stream some of the Bruins games too, because both the Celtics and the Bruins are like some of the best teams in their sport. The Bruins are one of the best teams in hockey right now. The Celtics are one of the best teams in basketball, and we have been we're planning. There'll be a couple of streams during the day, and then a couple at night for the week between Christmas and New Year's. So we've got some hijinks and adventures we're going to go on that week, which will be good, right? It'll be something a little different. So my niece took the last potato soup. Oh, I love a good potato soup. Go Raptors and go Leafs. Spoken like a true Canadian. I like it. That's it. That's it, man. Yeah, so one of the first 1, 2, 3 is probably the 4th or 5th NBA away game I had ever gone to outside of the Boston Garden or the Fleet Center at the time was, believe it or not, in Toronto. So I was in Canada. And I was there with a bunch of friends, and the Raptors happened to be playing, and we caught a Raptors game. It was really awesome. Go Lions, pretty much Canadian. Maybe that's where they belong, Pierce. Maybe the Lions belong in the Canadian Football League. They would excel. Actually, the Canadian Football League has some decent teams in it. They may be as good as some of the NFL teams. Maybe even better than some of them, actually. It's funny because when you mention like Canadian football, I think a lot of people go like, "Ugh, Canadian football." It's like spot on with their NFL, and they have some really good players in that league and some really good teams. And Canadian fans are wild. That is very true. Can Pluto give me a lick at Disney World? If they will let him, I would most certainly let him. I got to meet Pluto one time. I think you have all heard my Pluto story from when I was with the marching band. It's a sad but funny story all at the same time. And wild, incredibly wild. So Patriots are 6-6 and still in the hunt for a wild card slot. So how that happens is beyond me. Oh, you met Pooh Bear today. Oh, that's cute, Pierce. You and Winnie the Pooh? Wait, you met Pooh today. Like the character, or like you pooped yourself, so you met Pooh today? Like, what are we talking about here? The character. Ooh, yeah. That's awesome. I always like meeting characters. So there was a long period where I was like, meeting characters, like that's just a waste of time. I'm here to ride rides, and now I'm at the point where I've been so much. I'm like, yeah, man, I want to go and do all that odd stuff that everybody else is like, nah, I don't want to go and do that. Because there's a lot to it. There's so much there to experience. Cirque du Soleil. Oh, at Disney Springs. I've heard it's a really cool show. The last time I went to a Cirque du Soleil show at Disney Springs, I slept through the whole thing. Yep. Yes. My wife, producer Stephanie, bought me a very expensive nap. But it was, so glorious. When she wasn't elbowing me and waking me up because I was snoring like a freight train. We had brought the band down there, and myself and the other guy that was driving the equipment trailer, we had all driven literally we'd gotten delayed. It took us 22 hours to get there. It was hot. The air conditioning broke in the truck. I got into that Cirque du Soleil show, and man, the air conditioning felt so good. It was we got there, and within, what was it, Stephanie, an hour and a half, we were at that show. It was something stupid. It was a stupid timeline. I got there, and I don't even think... Yeah, and I don't think I had even changed out of my clothes yet. It was we literally got there, we cut the trailer loose, we hopped on the bus, and we went and met everybody. And she's like, oh, yeah, trying to make the show. And I remember I barely made the show. And I get there, we all group up, we walk over to the show, we go in, I sat down, and I can't even... Yep, she got me an aisle seat, which was awesome because I was able to spread my legs out. And, man, we got in there and the lights went out and so did Sean. For the whole thing. And the only time she nudged me a little bit was, I remember her waking me up once going, hey, your snoring's really loud. Sorry. It was probably the most expensive nap I've ever taken, though. Bob, you love a good story. I have been to Hoop-de-Doo Review Dallas, but it's been a long time. It's probably been, 25 years at this point since I've been, so. He was right near Figment. Yeah, that's where we found him too, over near Figment. Were you stinky? I was probably stinky. There was no air conditioning. It was awful. Absolutely awful. Have I watched Enchanted? I have not seen Enchanted yet. My daughter's seen it, though. The influencer's seen it. So yeah, that's one of my that to me is a funny story. She paid, if I remember at the time, those tickets were $60 each. They were expensive. Why does Disney control my mind? We say that all the time. Why does Disney control us? We were going to try to do Enchantment one night when we were there in August, but it literally poured, lightning storm poured 4 out of 5 nights, and the night we were there to see it, we couldn't get it in, so. Yeah, it's close enough, Piers. I think that counts in my book. I'll be honest with you. Most of the nighttime fireworks at the Magic Kingdom just don't, for whatever reason, they don't hold my attention. I don't know why. Maybe it will now that they incorporate Main Street into it, because I really want to be in the forward part of Main Street so I can experience everything lighting up on the side of the buildings and stuff. But the Magic Kingdom, their show, since they've started doing all that projection on the castle, just hasn't done it for me. I don't know why. It's not bad. It just hasn't, held my attention, so. So Dallas, that's what you're paying for. Yep, because the dessert parties that we've been to, and we've been to a lot of them, they've been okay. They haven't been terrible, but really what you're paying for is just reserved seating where you don't have to worry about it. You just show up in your seats there. That's what you're paying for. So, oh, nice, Pierce. Yeah, go ahead, post them up, man. Post them up. The pics were amazing. I like it. All right, let's do it. I want to see some. All right. Well, with that being said, it is 9:30. We are into this for over an hour and a half. I love it. So I will see you guys. I'm going to wrap this up. I will see you guys here tomorrow. Look for a stream. I'm going to try to post the link as early as I can. It'll probably be around the 6 o'clock hour. Figure it'll be about an hour, give or take, between buying the toys, delivering them. We'll talk with Debbie Arujo, who is the point of contact over there at Citizens for Citizens. She runs the toy drive, so it'll be good to talk to her. And then we will be calling the Monday night game tomorrow. So we got that in the works too. So yep, totally worth it. But with that being said, thank you all for being here. I appreciate everybody. I hope you have had a great weekend. I've had a fantastic night. Thanks for hanging out with me in a tin can stream. We'll probably try to get one more tin can stream in on probably Tuesday or Wednesday, depending upon how my schedule works out. And don't forget, later on this week, we have a graduation ceremony we'll be live at in Omaha, Nebraska on Friday, followed by a live stream from Brother Sebastian's, which is Omaha's #1 steakhouse out in Omaha, Nebraska. So we have all that coming up this week. So I hope to see you all there. I will check that, Pierce. You all have a fantastic night. Thank you for joining me here.